Ifintu natampile na filwane kalelo. Fyambisheni imwe muline. Ifintu natampile na filwane kalelo. Fyambisheni imwe muline. Namitulila. Ifintu natampile na filwane kalelo. Fyambisheni imwe muline. Ifintu natampile na filwane kalelo. Fyambisheni imwe muline. Namitulila. My name is Petershakes Favor, the Slim Giant, the Smart MC, or you can call me Vashimpundu if you like. Well, we are on the chat on with Petershakes program, and well, as you can see, there's just something music in the background. This simply means I followed somebody that you actually not usually, you don't see his face, but you've heard of the music that is produced. You just hear the music, you sing along to the music, and one of the songs is the song that I just did, the producer of Namitulila. He has produced a lot of musics from way back. He's a producer of Regina, Mwanza, Ruth Ndhlovu, Deborah, and of course he's produced music for Peace Preacherz. And this one is no other than V.I.K of SSV Studios. And so I'm going to be chatting with him so that he can tell us the journey of his career and lots more. So sit back, relax, and catch me on the other side as we chat with V.I.K, Victor Nyalazi. Yeah, so see you and catch you on the other side. Like I said, today I'm going to be chatting with Victor Nyalazi, aka V.I.K of SSV Studios. Victor, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me on your YouTube channel. It's a privilege.
And I'm very humbled that you allowed me to come. You spared time that I can follow you to the studio and just have this interview.
It's always a pleasure having you around here.
Yeah, so like I said again in my intro, this is somebody that you don't usually see the face, but then you just hear the music that he has produced out there. You sing along, you dance along. This is a producer that has produced me, Namitulila, the producer behind that song. Of course, he has produced songs for Peace Preacherz. Ayani Matenda Yanga. He has produced music by Deborah, who happens to be the wife. We are coming to that later. And he's a man behind Ruth Ndhlovu, also my God is good, oh, Regina, Mwanza. Yeah, so Victor, my questions that we have to find out so that people can know out there is that when did you start producing your music, and what made you to have interest in producing music?
Well, that should be probably 2009, 2010, somewhere there. Actually, I didn't mean to be a producer. I think it's just God who just made me to be what I am now. Actually, I wanted to be a singer. My brother, Oven, the CEO of SSV, is the one that was actually producing then. So I had a couple of songs. I was like, please produce for me, make me a beat. He just made one, then the next one was story after story. He's busy with clients.
Yes.
You are not giving him anything.
Exactly.
So until that, I said, let me start learning whatever he's doing so that I start making my own beats here and there. And then I started doing that. Then it turned out to be good. I think he liked what I was doing, and then suddenly he started giving me to work with the clients, and that's how I started like professionally producing. Then I quit singing.
So he didn't teach you, you were just observing what he was doing?
I was observing, of course. When I'm stuck, I ask him, what do you do here and there, and then he will tell me here and there and there and there. Yeah.
Well, before I even came to Lusaka, I had heard some songs, and later on, I came to learn that Victor Nyalazi was behind some production of Chocolate song.
Yes.
What made you to change? Because at the moment, I know you only produce gospel.
Yes.
What prompted you to stop producing secular?
Well,
and just concentrate on gospel?
I gave my life when I was in boarding school. I remember at that time. Yeah, but it was a phase of growing up in Christianity, and the time I started producing, I was just producing everything, secular stuff, everything. So that time I was producing Chocolate and many other secular guys, and myself I was singing secular music as well. Yes,
so this producer.
So I was like, there was a time when I think God convicted me to really strengthen his relationship with with him, and then I decided to do that, and then I was like, but I cannot just give God one side, and then on the other side I'm promoting the other side.
Exactly.
So I was like, I need to give God everything about me. Yeah, so I decided to say, I'm going to be producing gospel music only. It was a challenge because most of my clients then were just secular, and I knew nobody in gospel. It was like I just went in blindly, you understand? And it was by God's grace that we managed to record gospel songs which people started appreciating, and later on, yeah, where we are now.
Do you think, what comparison can you give? Do you think the support from when you are producing both gospel and secular, and now is the support the same when it comes to paying off songs to the studio?
Well, I think for production's sake, I think I would compare it to be the same. The support is the same. I think the support is the same. I cannot say it was better or it was, but it's the same. Just that then I was just starting out. I was just starting out. But now I think it's the studio is bigger now than it was as a secular studio then. So I think I would say, yeah, the support is the same.
Bigger than before.
Yes, better than before. God makes things better.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
You cannot go into God and then remain the same. He just takes you from glory to glory, from glory to glory like that. So I appreciate that.
So now, coming to the artists that you've produced, that people have known out there, they've known their, like, how was it like to bring out artists like Ruth Ndhlovu, Regina, Mwanza, and your wife? How was it like bringing out these artists into the industry and to the people out there so that they can learn about them?
Well, it's not been as easy as people might see it out there. I thank God my family is a family of people that love music. I think Patrick Nyalazi,
Exactly,
keep
music
it real.
promoter, yeah.
Yes, yeah. So the time we decided to sign Ruth Ndhlovu, the first person actually was Ruth Ndhlovu. I think the time I was recording gospel, secular stuff, Ruth Ndhlovu was the only gospel artist then. There's a friend of mine, now he's a producer as well. He's the one that brought Ruth Ndhlovu doing gospel. So I think she was the only person that was doing gospel, and then we said, okay, since now we've moved to this, let's concentrate on this talent, you understand? Yes. Then we recorded a couple of songs, and then before we could be done, Regina Mwanza showed up again. Then we did, so we said, okay, let's do that. Then John Chiti as well. So we released like 2-3 albums at the same time. Yes, because that was like our introduction to
Oh, so that was an intro.
Yes, to the gospel industry. Yes, so we released those 3 albums, and then my brother Patrick was so passionate about promoting the artists then, and for me it was just about producing and recording, and then he took it over and he promoted the artists, and from there that's how it started. And Deborah came in later on. There was Nelly in between, I think. Yes, and a lot of other artists that we worked with.
Yeah, I remember the passion of Mr. Patrick Nyalazi, your elder brother, in promoting gospel. I'm sure is the biggest gospel music promoter that I know, because
Wow.
I don't know many.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if there is even the second that I know, a person who promotes gospel music.
Yeah, he's so passionate about it.
Yeah, he is. I remember I'm even planning to host him on this
Oh,
platform.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
remember in 2012, as he was promoting Regina and John Chiti, Ruth Ndhlovu,
Yes.
we went with them. By then I was with Peace Preacherz.
Mm-hmm.
We went with them to Livingstone, did a couple of shows. We went to the Copper Belt as well and did a couple of shows with them. So that man,
Yeah.
thumbs up to Mr. Nyalazi,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. No, it's been a blessing to the studio actually. It's really been a blessing because you know, for me, I'm always indoors making music, creating stuff. But there's always supposed to be somebody out there who's got a passion to take the music out there.
Yes.
And he just did that. It just filled that gap that was that link.
Well, apart from the music side of you, I also know that you are a video producer.
Oh yeah.
You produce videos. We've seen a couple of videos, and of course, Peace Preacherz videos.
Yeah. Peace Preacherz accorded me an opportunity then. When was that?
2012.
Yeah. So they felt it. I was so privileged. They came to my studio and they were like, "We want to work with you. We want to record a song," and then we managed to do that song. And we did a video. That was such an honor.
Yeah,
I really appreciate
it was awesome.
Yes.
And I've been working with this man for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, as my producer, and now today I'm interviewing him. Sounds so funny, but nice, you know. Yeah, and then after the three artists that you've talked about, then came in Madame now.
Yes.
The owner of this baby girl that is busy.
That is passing.
Yes, because we're at the home studio, yeah.
Yeah.
How was it like to work with her, and how did you see at this artist who has come to the studio and okay, this should be my madam?
The story is quite interesting. Well, I think she was backing a certain album that I was recording then for some artists. So when she came to the studio, I was like, well, you know, I like her from the start. Like, yeah. And then we started recording that project. Then I decided to know her more. You know, I knew her more, and then later I just said, "You look like my wife."
Wow.
And so like, what do you mean? Like, are you married? What are you saying? I said, no, I'm not married, but you look like my wife. So for me, I think I was picturing her like, yeah, it's like my heart. So the future clicked prophetically. You know,
and
like.
then there's Kutoa here.
Yeah, a few years down the line, things happened and we got engaged and we got married. And in fact, today is what's the date today?
19th of May.
Next month, 3rd June, we're clocking 3 years in marriage.
3 years in marriage, and there is Kutoa here. Okay, as we move on with the interview, V.I.K. What advice can you give to artists that just comes to the studio not prepared? They just want to come and record and make a lot of mistakes. Is it necessary for an artist to come prepared to the studio? Because some of them are not prepared. You know what I'm talking about. So what can you tell artists there that are coming up now?
Well, I think it's very important for you to, like what he's saying, to be prepared, because the industry has got a lot of challenges that you're going to meet and stuff like that, and music has advanced. So you need to study the market, study your area of expertise, like that this is my stuff. Understand? Don't copy anybody. Learn from everyone, but don't try to be like them. Like what? Just learn and do your thing. Research. So this project that I'm starting on, or this album, whatever is a single, whatever is an album, what is the goal? What is the purpose of this that I'm doing? Once you know the purpose of what you're doing, the studio sessions, everything else, the promotions will just be easy, because you know the goal, you know the end. It's like God knows the end from the beginning. So you should know the end. It will be easy for you. Don't just start like you don't know. Then because if you meet a challenge, you go like, I didn't, because you can't see the end, you give up easily. Yeah, so be ready, write songs, compose songs, and rehearse. Come to the studio prepared, know what you're doing. If you feel there's a part that you cannot do perfectly, get somebody, get a friend, hire somebody to do that. It's, at the end of the day, it's your song. It has to come up perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then in the industry, you and me being in the music industry for quite some time, we know that there are people that can write, but they can't sing. There are people that can sing, but they can't write.
Yeah.
How important, some people, they feel if they can't write, and then they go to somebody who can write songs, and everything, and at the end of the day, they just bring out whatever they can bring out. How important is it to just humble yourself and go to somebody to say, write me a song, then they sing?
I'll challenge them. Most of the musicians that they get inspired, world over, most of them. If you that's why research is very important, like what you were saying before. When you get prepared, when you research, you find out that most of the big artists in the world, when you research, you find that it's not actually them that are writing the songs. There are people that are behind that. But does it make them less of an artist?
I don't think so.
It makes them the same, because I can write a song, like I'm a songwriter, I'm a songwriter.
Exactly.
I'm a songwriter, I can write a very powerful song, but that song, if I sing it, it won't be powerful at all. But somebody else it will be powerful because somebody else has sung it. So it's something that we need to embrace as in the music industry in Zambia especially. We need to embrace that, because we need to know that, okay, let me get a song from this side. Let me do this. It's very important. At the end of the day, it doesn't make you less of an artist. It makes you actually more professional. Yeah.
And comparing music then from the time that you have started and over the years and now, what changes have you seen so far in music production in Zambia? Are we able to compete with the international people?
Compared to where we are, yes, I would definitely say we are where we are right now. We're able to compete internationally, and we are competing internationally, because I think Zambian artists now have realized that quality is key, and being in the social media world now, I think we've been exposed to a lot of things that have given us information of what it takes actually to be international. And I've seen a lot of artists even here in the studio, when I'm working on a song, even if it's in Bemba or even if it's in whatever language, I don't picture it just to be a local song, because we've been able to listen to songs that are done in different languages from abroad,
and we sing them and
dance to them and get blessed with them. So for me also, I look at that when I'm mixing, I'm looking at the quality that is world over, you understand? So I can say we are there. There's only maybe one gap that is missing. Maybe we'll talk about the business aspect of it all, the promotional aspect of it all. When that gap is covered by some people in the industry, I think the Zambian music is ready enough to take over just Africa and the world. Yeah.
And now you just talked about, even if you're producing a song that is in our local language, whether Bemba or Nyanja, there are some artists out there watching, and they think for you to hit international market, you have to do a song in English. And at the end of the day, when they sing Chizungu, it's something else. So I want you to tell artists there that are watching right now and listening, is it important that you have to sing a song in English for you to go international?
I'll say this, if you are capable to sing a good song in English, do it. Okay? But if you feel you are not capable, or if you just feel like you can do both, sometimes it's not about not being capable. Sometimes you feel like I need to have like a local feel, which is very important as Zambian music, because even Nigerians, when they're doing English songs, there's always that local feel they have. So even us, we can have that, our local feel in our music, but we're aiming international. If we do a Bemba song or a Nyanja song, if we do a video, just put, this time around, you just translate it down there, and people will get blessed. It's not a must that you have to sing in English for you to hit the market. just do what you're comfortable with and what you're good at. Yeah, if you're good at both singing in English and local language, do it. If you are still not doing it somewhere else, just leave it, learn more, and then do it. Then you do a song in English, which
It's in English, but it's sounding like Bemba
yeah.
Nyanja.
Then they're like, what is this? Yeah. So let's just work on that as artists. Yeah.
Well, we been in the industry. I've seen producers that don't care about artists. You know, they care about the money they are making.
Right.
Yeah. So, are you a producer? Maybe this one is on a hot seat. Are you a producer that will allow an artist come in your studio, SSV Studios, and he's not ready, to sing, but he's just having anxiety to say, he's excited, I can sing, and then they just come, they pay you the money that you charge at the studio, and you record them and let them go. Or you can tell them to say, when apata mulava ready, you are not ready, you can come somewhere.
Well, you know what, there's like my background of being a songwriter. Sometimes I try to jump into somebody's the ideas of the song, and sometimes it works for those that embrace the ideas. Sometimes it works to, I can say, my disadvantage, because you would advise this person, oh, your song, the chorus is fine, but just change this word or do this. Some people feel offended or feel like, because they're used with what they've been rehearsing, so they go like, oh, okay, it sounds good, and then you find that you tell him to go and rehearse it, because of course when you just learn a new idea, you want to go through it.
Yes.
They go to rehearse, then they go and
they don't.
So you just realize that it's because I told him that or that. So,
Yeah.
so sometimes it puts a producer in a tight corner, in a way that sometimes that's why others will find that they'll just let you record like that, which is, I think for me, it's not a good idea. I think if something is not okay, correct it. If that person doesn't want to listen to it, to listen to the correction, then I don't know. It's whatever happens.
You don't let them go.
At the end of the day, I don't know if at the end of the day you can say, get your money, your song is, I don't know if it's like work. Yes, sometimes you refuse.
Because when they take the song out there, they'll be like, this song, where did you record it from? I recorded it from SSV.
Because again, you know what, the other point, when you say no, change here and there, and then you just say want them to change, they'll go out there, they say, he failed to produce my song.
Exactly.
You get it? So some producers have that thing like, let me just do it.
Let me just do
what you want. You understand?
Get the money
because you say, you're going to say, he failed to produce it, so he just said go send somewhere else. So no producer wants somebody to say that. So it's quite a crucial issue.
So are you planning to sign more artists at the moment? Maybe you can tell us the artists that are signed under SSV at the moment and you're promoting them.
For us, signing is we call it grooming.
Okay, grooming. Before you continue, do you have things like maybe you bring up a competition for those that wins, and then those are the people that you sign in?
Not really. We've never done that. We've never done a competition like those who win the no. I've done that once. I think this is during my birthday. That's the only time I did that, and I picked 2 guys who did. Okay. But all along, we've never done, maybe we do auditions. I think God has been able to just present material to us and say, this is good material that maybe we want to work with, and then we've been able to work. So for us, it's signing is a place where we groom, because signing, the actual signing is whereby you sign contracts and stuff like that, and then you expect that person to pay back, and everyone find a profit out of it. But I think for us it's more of grooming, where we take you and we put you in a right place.
You quarantine the person.
Yes, you quarantine the person, and then you sanitize the person, and then you say, now you are virus free. You can go out and minister to the world. And from there, the artist is supposed to grow spiritually, of course, and maturity has to be there, and then they should be able. It's like a jump start. They should be able to take it up and then continue, so that it gives room for us to bring other people. If we know that now this person has matured, you can do it now. Then it gives room for others, because we not have everybody like 20 people. We can't manage, because at the end of the day, it's a business. We need to pay bills and stuff like that. Yeah, so we need people. When we put you in the right position, you push it and you take it up. Yeah, so
now I can understand.
In terms of if we're doing any new signings for 2020, not yet. Not yet. We've not planned that.
For now, where you've reached, of course, you said it's because you've given God the whole lot of you. That's the reason you've just concentrated on recording gospel music. If a secular artist came and they have the money to record because they love your production, would you record them?
First of all, I look at the message in the song. That's the most important thing. If it's a love song based on, though I've not a secular artist, I've produced a gospel artist love song.
Yes,
which is a love song to the wife, which is godly centered. You understand? I've produced that. So if even a secular artist comes here and then they want to produce a song, first of all, we'll look at the motive and the target. What's the purpose of that song? What are you targeting? If it's a song that is building, I have no problem in producing that song. I don't have a problem with that. But if it's a song that is going to degrade morals out there and stuff like that, then for me, I would not do it.
As for me, something that I know is every music has got a spirit behind it. Okay, so for me, I chose not to record from a studio or a producer that produces both secular and gospel, to an extent where if somebody asked me to say, I want you to come and feature on my song, I ask them, where do you record from? Who is the producer? What studio? If they tell me, I say, no, I'm not comfortable. If you can go to the studios where I record from, I'm going to be okay to feature on your song. Yeah, because if I come to SSV, you only produce gospel. I'm a gospel artist. Then I know that we have the same goal. Yes, and the spirit that is backing is the spirit of God. And we know where we are sending. Because ministry starts in the studio.
The rest, like what we do, like what we produce out there, it's just a manifestation of what
was happening behind the scenes. That's it. And so SSV Studios, as we are coming to the conclusion of the interview, Victor, what do you offer as SSV Studios? And before we get to that, maybe you can advise a young producer that is planning or coming up as a producer. I don't know what words you can tell them.
Yeah, actually, of late, it's been upon my heart to help. I don't know. It's just
upcoming producers.
Upcoming producers. Yes, sometimes you think of upcoming artists, but then I realized, no, upcoming producers, because upcoming producers are the ones that are producing those artists. You understand? So if you groom a producer and in a good way, they'll definitely. I mean, I've had a few people that I've worked with before, and I'm glad they've got their own studios now, and yeah, they're doing quite well. And I felt it's been on my heart, like I need to do more of that. Yeah, so I very soon, even on your YouTube channel, I'm going to announce.
Oh, great!
Yeah, on how that will be, how I will help.
We'll be glad
to help upcoming producers, especially, so that they could just have quality stuff, quality music, quality mixing. We'll start with mixing, production, mixing, so that they don't go through what we went through. It took time. We didn't have YouTube to learn. We just try and error, But now I want to help. So wherever you are, just continue working hard. Don't get taken, with the music, the secular. Okay, fine, if it's what you want to do.
Yes.
But don't just have a motive. What do you want to achieve at the end of the day? Your talent is to save somebody, to save somebody a good, a good purpose. So don't just produce music just to make people dance, and drink and what. Think beyond. Think beyond. And I want to help out. Yeah.
And now you can tell us the services that SSV
Okay, yeah.
offers.
So SSV Studios offers, of course, music production, video production, CD duplication, yeah, and cover design, you know, and artists, what do you call it? Grooming, yes, artists. You know, where we groom you and we give you information if you are starting out, or if you're already, or we're already there, and then you feel like maybe there's something I'm missing out. How do I go about this? We have people that can, you know, advise, you know, you on whatever position of your music career. They will be able to advise you and see way forward.
And where do you want to see our music as a producer in Zambia from now and in 5 years' time? Where do you want?
In 5 years' time, I want gospel artists to work together quite a lot than it is now. Some are working together, but I would like to see it more done. You understand? We don't need to be in sections, you know, divided like awa, as if we've got different goals. Our goal is one, you know. Once we realize that our enemy is one, our enemy is to, you know, to make sure that our goal rather is to make sure that people are saved. Once we realize we have one goal, all of us, I think it will bring us together and, you know, and reason together and improve this industry together. But if this one's goal is different, this one's goal is different, those are the things that now you see divisions. You know, I cannot mingle with that person because whatever class or I don't know, but we need to work together. I want to see that more open. Whether you're a big artist, you're a young artist, let's just work together. Let's not. I know when I talk like this, somebody would think I'm talking about the big guys. They want to, you know, they're not helping the young ones. But it also from the young artists. Don't just want to ride on, you know, on big artists.
names.
You know, just want to ride on or use them for their fame and stuff like that. It works both ways also. So let's just work together for one goal.
And of course, not relying on big artists. I've seen somebody who's just coming up. I think it's a motive. You use a big artist, but the song doesn't even blow. I've seen such arrangements. You know, and some they'll use a big artist and the song blows.
You can get advice from a big artist. How do I go about this song? They advise you even without them featuring in that song, but they give you just good, you know, good information about what you need to do, and then you blow.
Exactly.
That's what's supposed to be done.
So we were on Chat On with Petershakes. I was talking to my guest who happens to be Victor Nyalazi, aka V.I.K of SSV Studios. So thank you so much for allowing me to come to your studio, home studio, to come and chat with you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate. Subscribe to this channel if you have not. Subscribe now and support my brother.
Exactly. Thank you so much. And of the hand of Kutoa. Yes, she's been busy. Yes, passing here and there, calling daddy and all. Yes, so thank you so much. My name's Petershakes Favor the Slim Giant, the smart MC Ndhlovu Shimpundu. Yes, if you've not subscribed, hit the red button, switch on the notification bell so that every time I post a new video, you'll be notified that Shimpundu has posted a new video. Thank you so much and catch you on the other side.
Bye.